heart problems now and problems with my legs, and I'm finding I get very breathless. I can just do a few jobs. Like today, I've done a few jobs and I had an hour's sleep before Gailey St George came, and I just find my life really is so disjointed now that I was sad that it's since Colin died, it's come on so in leaps and bounds sort of thing. But I have just had my garden all redesigned so I can go around with my walker and sit down when I want to and things like that. But yes, it's made a... While Colin was alive, it wasn't too bad, but now, because he, right up to the end, before he went into the hospice, he used to do little jobs around the house for me. But so now I sort of have a lady come in to do cleaning on a Wednesday and things like that. But it is a struggle to keep my head above water really now. But
and physically, what are the symptoms?
Physically, great tiredness, the shakes
Actually, do you mind if I ask you to lead into that? My symptoms are...
Oh yes, my symptoms now are great tiredness, the shakes have come on a lot more, and my back is so stooped, I've got to go for more x-rays on my back. But looking at the Parkinson leaflets, it does say that there's a name for it, a special name for this stoop. But because it's so bad now, that's what makes me so breathless and tired, really. But I'm not quite sure what will be able to happen, but I would like a nice brace to go round so I just walk up straight, because I really feel that I'm getting to be such a little lady now, because I've had pegs for the coats brought down and now I need to put them brought down again because I used to be quite nice and tall, in my heyday. But yes, as I say, the symptoms are very, very tiredness, very bad back, and generally I'm sad that it's happened so suddenly after having it for such a long time, and it's striking me down now. It's made me quite sad, but I always say start the day in a happy way, and the sun's got his hat on, or I try and keep the spirits up as much as possible, because I'm a great believer. I go to church, and the people from the church have been a big support, but as I say, basically at the end of the day you're on your own, and you've got to sort of just help yourself really, because if you start sitting down moping around, people don't want to hear that you're they like to see you smiling and happy, and you think, well, if you can make people smile, that's the way, isn't it? It's just to be happy, and that's what I try and be.
And could you just tell me what impact does music have on your life then?
Well, I find it very relaxing. I like all sorts of music, classic, I like Celtic chimes and all sorts. It makes me happy. It makes me feel, as I say, I like all sorts of music, and if it's a ABBA song or something, I can do a little bit of a jig. But if an afternoon I perhaps like classics on, I sit there and nod off to the classics. But it's a big part of my life that I'd rather have the music on rather than the television. And it's so lovely that Trish started this group for the singing, because as you say, you can really start to breathe, and I can get lost in the music now, and being part of it, being part of the singing is has helped me really greatly. It really has. And I thank heavens for Trish and people like that who have time for Parkinson's people, because it is difficult. We're all different, George is most probably affected differently to what I am, and it's sad that, well, it's just sad. But why me, but not my me at all? Somebody's got to have it, haven't they? But yes, I say, I can sit down the garden with music. I've got lots of little chairs now down the garden. I can sit and have the music on and just drift away, see the flowers, and it's really. I'm very lucky for what I've got and what I've had. Had a very happy marriage over 50 years, and it's. I've had my 70 years and 10, which we're promised, aren't we? So, what more can I say, really? That I'm on borrowed time now. I've written a poem about that. about 70 and 10. But yes.
Could you tell me, as well as the kind of, you were talking about the breathing and how singing is helped with that, could you also tell me on the kind of more like spiritual, not religious,